The Pfizer vaccine is coming to the UK. Soon it'll be heading to other countries too, and a huge operation is underway.
Through 2021, we'll provide 1.3 billion doses.
And while many people want this as soon as possible, some are asking, do I have to be vaccinated? Well, let's be absolutely clear. The answer in the UK is no.
I strongly urge people to take up the vaccine, but it is no part of our culture or our ambition in this country to make vaccines mandatory. That's not how we do things.
Now, we know some will be exempt for health reasons, but for the vaccines to tame COVID-19, around 60 to 70% of adults need to have one. As one US official puts it,
vaccines are useless if they are not used to vaccinate.
And that's a cause for concern. In France, the Prime Minister says, my fear is that not enough French people will get vaccinated, which is why there's going to be a lot of encouragement in a range of forms. The first is reassurance on the safety of this vaccine. Some politicians are even offering to get the jab on TV.
If I thought it would help persuade anybody to do it, I will do it.
Next, immunisation cards are coming. The Welsh Government says anyone who's vaccinated will get one, and it's likely that in lots of countries you'll need proof of vaccine to do certain things. And we know an international travel pass is also in development.
It will be in the form of an app on a passenger's phone. So the data, for example, a coronavirus test result that is negative could be stored on there, and also proof of a vaccine.
The Australian airline Qantas is going further, suggesting it'll only take passengers who've had the jabs. And if airlines can exert pressure, so can countries. We know this from the control of yellow fever. These countries in Africa are on a long list of places you can't visit unless you've had the yellow fever vaccine. Something similar may happen with COVID. Australia's Prime Minister says there could be options where people have the choice of 2 weeks of quarantine or being vaccinated. I think that will be an incentive, he adds. And if that's how we'll be encouraged, in some countries, the case for mandatory vaccines is also being made. This may only apply to specific jobs, and there's a precedent for this. For example, some health workers in the US and Finland have to get a flu jab. US authorities suggest the same could happen with COVID. More broadly, the New York Times reports that Joe Biden's transition team is discussing the possibility of mandating the vaccine in the US via the government or via employers and schools. That too has precedent. In Australia, some state payments are tied to children being vaccinated, and France and Italy have a number of compulsory vaccines for children. But while those laws have increased vaccination rates, they may also provoke a counter-reaction. One French biologist has told local media of a concern that every time more vaccines are pushed upon us, there is a greater resistance to them, her argument being that mandates can drive anti-vax sentiment. For now, though, governments around the world are focused on showing that this vaccine is safe and is the best route back to normal life. They're also focused on making this vaccine available because, let's remember, it will be many months before everyone who's persuaded can say yes.